happen before our eyes potentially, but it will be on set number 3. Instead, we will get Joker versus Twanonite, who you'll be seeing a lot more of Joker, but if we're seeing Lucina versus Bayonetta, how do you like this matchup? Because you're a swordswoman yourself.
I am a sword character player, and I do like Lucina as the sort of friendliest character. This is an interesting matchup. Stuff going off
That's
off
what happens when you mess up your dash dance, man.
Got some shenanigans going on off stream. Some shenanigans.
Yeah,
but,
please excuse me for that. Go ahead.
I would say Bayonetta, personally, she's the best character in the game. So I do think that it is in her favor. I think that Lucina at least has a less bad matchup as compared to other characters because she does have that disjoint, which really allows her to punish options very well. She just has to be really careful not to get witch timed, because witch time can really mess Lucina up quite a bit. I do think it's interesting that he's picking Lucina. Marth, of course, having the sweet spot, sour spot mechanic, the tippers, where Lucina has even blade damage, which is really an interesting, like, you would think that they are almost identical, and in many ways they are almost identical, but those subtle differences really do affect how the characters can play. Like, Marth can kill a lot easier in the air when he gets a tipper, but if he can't tipper, it takes so much time.
See, this is the sort of thing that you only get when you come out to the laboratory in Hatboro, because I'm pretty sure we've got, it's either Dom or Nana, I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Just yelling on the microphone. It could actually be Deli, knowing him, actually.
Hyping up the main room.
Yeah, just saying, just yelling out to everyone who is putting the side bets on. So you want to come out, be part of this experience. The address is right down there, 3 South York Road, Hatboro, Pennsylvania. Excuse my reach. I had to point towards the.
I see. Yeah.
There you go. Boom. There you go. 3 South York Road, Hatboro, Pennsylvania. Every single Friday, and of course, you can always rock with us here, twitch.tv/bros_calamity. Hey, if you're so inclined, throw us a follow, throw us a subscription if you really want to. Definitely helps out the Philadelphia Smash community. It helps sustain the growth that we've experienced over the past couple years and indeed months. But speaking of personal growth, we're gonna have to see if one of these 2 players can grow into the role of Smash Star here at the laboratory. Joker versus Twanonite, and this is Lucina versus Bayo.
So we really have to see. Battlefield, I think, is a pretty excellent decision. I think this is a really good a really good stage for both of them. Lucina, of course, having a lot of range, which can really help with covering platforms. But Bayonetta, with her laddering combos, it does give her some landing options, but it really accentuates her ability to ladder. So interesting stage choice, really good one. Going for some hard reads there, none of them quite coming out. And there's the witch time. I said the one thing that she really has to watch out for is being witch timed, because Lucina with that sword, you want to just zone him with those hitboxes. But if you zone him too hard with hitboxes, you get witch timed.
Maybe pulling out that down smash a bit too early. I mean, Joker, he knows that he can take his time with the recovery. So maybe Twanonite getting a little antsy with it. And now maybe giving Joker some time to scout out exactly what he can expect in particular options. Misses with the recovery.
He made him go low. See, he was pressuring him by going off stage to make him delay his recovery, because if he had recovered immediately, he would have gotten stage spikes. So he baited him. Ooh, but that's a good trade. That's a good trade to bring it right back. But that was really good covering of options. Gotta watch those witch times. I said, Lucina loves to zone with hitboxes, so that makes witch time really potent.
Ethan, thank you for the 5 bits, my man. You rock.
Yeah. 5 bits. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, anything helps.
And I like the way you lined them all up so that they're all making a nice little line.
Absolutely.
For some chat bling.
It's very aesthetically pleasing, I have to say. Earthboundy's in the chat. Holla at your boy, Earthboundy. Good to see you again. 3rd place finisher at Summer Jam 12, another Big E gaming tournament that we did earlier on in September. But
that was an excellent short hop back air. baited out the. Said right now he's really doing a good job of. As I said it, he's doing a good job of ledge guarding until that point.
The stage spike!
Yeah, gotta get those techs. He was doing so well the whole match, and then the stage spikes, both stocks, the stage spikes. That is heartbreaking. As a fellow sword character user, that is heartbreaking.
It's absolutely, but then again, those techs are what separates the Smash men from the Smash boys. You never know. So as we get the hype man going on,
we're getting some hype here in the venue.
Yeah, this is some straight up Flava Flav nonsense going on out here. So as we get set, Battlefield for game number 2, and as we said, On Guard, you see what does Twanonite have to do to maintain this momentum, and more importantly, perhaps, what does Joker need to do to turn it?
So I think the real thing that Joker was doing that was really successful was he was doing really good baits with the fade back, short hop back airs to just sort of bait in an approach from the Bayonetta. Okay, so I'm going to be playing this set. So this will probably be my last for a little bit. 45% stock kill, man. That was excellent, yes. So those types of things where he's just playing the bait and punish style to sort of bait the Bayonetta. Bayonetta, in order to win this matchup, has to play somewhat defensively because Bayonetta doesn't really, like, swords can give her some, like, she doesn't have a super hard time, but swords can give her some trouble. And if she's not careful, she can get baited.
This is some incredibly aggressive play here by Twanonite, who, again, I mean, maybe throwing caution to the wind a little bit.
But he's got to. He's got to force something because otherwise the Lucina can just bait him out and punish him. So he's got to play.
Oh,
there we
the
go.
down air.
Back air.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you're absolutely
fine.
right. Well,
I mean, okay, sorry. Bayonetta's back air is one of the best moves in the game.
I will say that Joker went down eventually, in my defense.
But it's interesting to see. Got some zoning going on. Joker is really good at just sort of playing the bait spacing. You see, just good spacing, good use of the sword range. Ooh.
Oh my gosh! Beautifully executed down B. Is he gonna climb the ladder? Not quite there for Twanonite, who again looking for his first bracket win in a long, long time. He would move on to face Juice if he can take this last stock. He's sitting at 145, however. He gets the recovery. Joker forces him off of the edge.
This is the F smash. F smash goes slightly below the stage, especially on this stage.
Not getting the punish there, but he does live to fight another day. There's the aerial to confirm the kill.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's Joker taking game number 2. All of a sudden, we have ourselves a set. The hype is super real over Twanonite.
Yeah.
Is this Twanonite's night? Can he get a win in winner's bracket against Joker?
Can Joker defeat the Bayonetta that got him very well the first match with those stage spikes? It's a good question. We'll have to see on Town and City.
Folks, this is no laughing matter for Joker. He is in very real danger of going down to the loser's bracket at the hands of Twanonite. We're going to Town and City for game number 3, and this is exactly the counter pick that you would have expected from Twanonite here.
Mm-hmm. This is a great stage for Bayonetta, and unlike Battlefield, it's much harder for Lucina to cover the platforms on these. In Battlefield, all of Lucina's aerials will cover Battlefield. Ooh, he wanted it. He wanted it, but Joker said no.
JoJo says no to the down smash, and they get back to neutral. And now Twanonite perhaps looking to climb the ladder a little bit, looking for that edge guard, but maybe misjudges his landing just a tad there. On guard, I have to say this is definitely in favor of Twanonite, but at the same time he's maybe fishing a little too hard to get these kills here.
Yeah, it's hard because, like, ooh, yeah, that was a bad. He was expecting the immediate punish with a hitbox, But threw that witch time a little too early.
Oh!
Not quite enough. Not quite enough. But that'll do it. You gotta learn how to tech. You gotta learn how to tech, because that's what Bayonetta does. But the F smash evens it up right there.
Eventually, the stocks get traded, but is it enough for Joker to stay in this thing? They're both one stock away from facing Juice in winners round 2. Everyone just on their feet here at the laboratory.
You can hear the shouting. They are super hype because this match is super close.
The side
Any one of them, either one of them can take it at this point.
The advantage in terms of damage is to Joker, but
that's
him in the witch time! That's just enough to pile up some damage, and that's exactly what Twanonite needs. Lord knows Bayonetta has the kill power, especially on Town and City. And frankly, even if Joker does have the lead, no lead is safe when you're against the Bayonetta on TNC.
If she ladders you.
And that's going to do it!
DI on the charged shield breaker, and Lucina takes the match. Anyways, thank you for having me on commentary. I'm going to go play my first my redemption bracket match. So
go right ahead, On Guard.
So
goodness,
it was nice. It was nice commentating with you.
Likewise, On Guard. I'd say you did a fine job.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us. But man, oh man, that was some heartbreaking DI by Twanonite, who goes down 2-1 in winners round 1 action. He'll have a chance again in the losers bracket, but man, oh man, his DI just failed him. There's nothing else you can say. And that is a shame for the young Twanonite, who, man, he gave that set his all. Everything he had the laboratory on his side, but ultimately it's Joker who takes it 2-1 and goes on to face Juice in round 2 action, top 18.